everybody. It is late on a Tuesday, and we are still testing some things out, including remote play, tablet play, and keeping myself quiet enough to not wake up anybody in the house. So I am testing one more feature, and then I will be with you fine, folks. So here we are, Curse of the Dead Gods, back to what I love. And we are going to just do a daily challenge. It is the Fulminating Temple, where I want to have flame, and I want to not die. So I do have the option set here in my blessings where I do take less damage when I'm in the light. I also like the Reptilian Hunger because it makes me try to be patient. I'm sure that'll fall apart. And also non-optional bosses dropping 5 pieces of gear. I feel like this is a pretty solid set. Now, if you've watched my streams before, you know I favor heavy weapons that can break down walls to get to secret passages without baiting enemies, but I love this barbed whip. I love that charge attacks weaken enemies. It applies to most bosses too. I just need to find a mace to make it do more damage. Until that happens, I have a sword as a primary weapon that does more damage if I have a whip and finishers with that don't take stamina. So even though the two-handed weapon does not break down walls, this is going to be my gear set for this attempt. I would also like to let you fine viewers know that I am trying to be a little bit quiet because there's a youngin' around here, and if she wakes up then all this ends. So I'm not going to be doing much commentating. I'm just going to be doing playing. Now, in terms of my path, before we get started, I know I need another weapon. I either need the heavy that can get me through walls, or I can need a mace so that my whip does more damage. So we're going to start with a gold room, even though I really don't want to. I'm willing to bleed and take curses at this point. It doesn't hurt to start out with a gold room. You never know when you'll have enough gold to make a difference. This is, of course, Fire Temple, so we are facing the Jaguar avatar at the end, assuming I get there. That is, in fact, a whole different story, although I would like to think that since I've been trying and failing at the hard dungeons, that the normal level dungeons would be pretty easy. Oh, that's no good. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't played this game in a while. I've been playing Dead Cells. And I did try to reconfigure my Dead Cells controller configuration to be more like, alright, well, let's get me out of here before I burn to death. I did reconfigure my Dead Cells controls to mimic Curse of the Dead Gods because I did play this first, but no. So far it hasn't been very advantageous to me to have the greed counter not declining outside of battle, because I've been getting beat up pretty well. But in my defense, I will say that it's been a while since I played this, and even though this is normal level enemies, it's just been a while. And also that I'm playing on the screen of a tablet right now instead of a normal TV screen. In fact, I'm going to take a moment here and adjust some settings. Yeah, that's going to help. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed to do. It's like, I was wondering why I was so bad at it. It's just because I couldn't see anything. That's at least... okay, now we have some synergy happening here. So even though this weapon has lower combo and slower hits, this makes my whip stronger, and I love the whip as a starter, a finisher, and this particular whip weakens enemies. Like, it's basically a win-win situation with this loadout. All I have to do is survive this curse, not screw up for the rest of the 80% of this run, and we'll be good to go. That curse does not help things. Alright, so if you're watching the stream and you're wondering what's happening here, they added this in the last update, and once you start an action on this treasure chest, once you engage with this treasure chest, let's say, it calls in some enemies, and you have to kill them all without getting hit, or the rest disappear and you get nothing. That being said, that being said, goodbye treasure chest. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with my weapon set right now, but the whip needs a little upgrading. So we're gonna go for a little gold, see what kind of upgrade they offer me on the whip, and then probably not go for a second upgrade. But if they give me something good, I might. A lot of times you come across paths where you can either go left or up. I usually find it's better to go to the left if your choice is that or up. Usually it's oh no. Usually it's a little bit more difficult of a path. But I'm really recognizing the fact that at this point, this should have been a run I did not take the Serpent Hunger perk. That being said, this is going to help because traps around here seem to be messing enemies up. So instead of just taking the 4% max health, I'm going to take 3% every time I can lure an enemy into being killed by the environment. I also obviously clearly have the relic slots. So, here we go. Another reason I'm a big fan of the whip is because a lot of times when enemies are charging or defending, it pulls them out of that action and brings them closer to you. The big problem with the whip is sometimes you get carried away and you charge an attack against something that you don't want closer to you, and then you just pull it in and let him smack you right in the face. Alright, so we're going to hope for a nice whip upgrade here. I do wish that a future update would address maybe letting you use blessings towards re-rolling what the upgrades will be for the weapon altars, but well, you know what? When you're streaming on a tablet through your Wi-Fi connection and your tablet is running your Twitch, sometimes you get a little lag. Oh man. Just when I say that, it gets to be lag central and I'm getting messed up. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes. It's perfect. More damage against electrocuted enemies. That makes the finisher harder. 2 hammer swings and a whip finisher is going to mess people up. Which is good, because I've been getting messed up. So I'm going to go for a relic instead of a weapon upgrade, and I need to get on my game here. That's no good. Oh, that was dumb of me to just walk right into that fire that I made. Yeah, so I'm definitely used to a little different input timing, and I'm getting used to needing to do something just a little bit faster than what I'm normally used to. Ooh, don't want to cross that. When you see that mark on the floor, it means it is a gate that you can't come back from normally. In this case, it just happens to be the best way out. Peace. Oh, come on. Well, that's an easy choice. 4% health is better than replacing a weapon that synergizes. Alright. Now we at least get some rerolls. Fire Temple, Jaguar. I shouldn't take damage from him, so we're gonna reroll here. See, now that has potential. That also has potential, but I'm gonna roll. That's the same thing. What the hell, man? Don't have that much gold. We're not doing fire attacks. Not fighting in darkness. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I do like the extra stamina. And I know that this is going to incur another curse. But, we're going to do it. I mean, it's not going to right now. That's going to help with this boss battle, because a few hits and I'm toast. Alright. Oh, come on. You gotta give me that roll. No. Alright, well, maybe it was a weird internet connection. I definitely got bogged down there and think I tried for some rolls I didn't get. But that's all just whining. Unless I have a second run as a control. So let's see what other daily missions are available. Ultimately, I will say that was a pretty poor showing. Mad Temple for Golden Blood. See, I like Golden Blood. You start with 1 hit point. It's kind of a bitch. But with the right series of livings, I like this one. 5 Constitution at the start of exploration, and 1 Constitution every time you start a room with your health below 50%. And for Blood and Gold, all your curse sacrifices are hit points, so you can keep yourself below 50%. So this is a natural fit for that. I'm not going to worry about the Reptilian Hunger because I am still playing on that weird connection. So what we're going to do instead is switch out a little higher chance of better gear dropping. And still the non-optional bosses dropping extra gear. Now I have to check the skin because I didn't pay attention to what temple this is. Serpent Temple. Alright. So that means ultimately poison will be super helpful. I do like the claw and whip combo, but these don't really synergize, and the two-handed weapon doesn't break walls, so we're gonna pass. I could hope for less than level 1 weapons to start. Well, this isn't an ideal situation because I'm not really great with any of these weapon sets. I mean, in terms of like their synergy, but I guess we'll try this one. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate the analytics at least. I don't expect anyone to be super engaged. I don't have that many extensions on. Someone told me my earlier extensions weren't really working, so what's the point anyway? But alright, so instead of going gold, trait gold, and then upgrade, I want a different weapon. So I'm just gonna blood curse myself out of this as much as I can. The nice thing about this run is this is a good run when you potentially just have a little bit of time and you might not be able to get away with it because you don't have a lot of health to start, and a few screw ups and too many blood sacrifices, it can end it real quick. poison temple. I actually don't mind this temple, and I don't mind this boss. You do have to be like properly set up once you get to him, but oh, there you go. I mean, you do need to get a little momentum going. That was an utter failure, and I can't blame that on the network connection, the lag, the tablet, remote play, or anything. That was just me mucking it. Alright, so now I'm not even going to look at like the other options. I'm just going to see what we got going here. Well, this is basically a fool's... Oh, wait, no, yeah, I gotta change this. I was gonna say that this is basically a fool's errand, but it was really about to be pointless without a different configuration here. So I like this trait because you can get a few more blood sacrifices in. I mean, you need bosses that drop more stuff on hard level, and you need everything to be better. I ideally would start with the extra 1,005 perception, just gets you more overall, but... And I am going to take a run at my most hated temple here, the Eagle Temple. If you've ever joined in on this and wondered how I felt about the Eagle Temple, you haven't watched very long, because I hate it. Alright, just have to remember that I need to act a little bit ahead of time from prompts, because this is the remote play. Overall though, if you have any questions about remote play, I would say if you have like a reasonable home Wi-Fi connection that supports above the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, you can make it work. And I mean, I did hardwire my tablet into an access point, but it's not the primary access point. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be talking. I should be remembering to do things a little bit earlier. Oh, come on. I mean, that was totally my fault, but come on. Alright, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of bows in this game. That is a nice dexterity bonus, which gives you an overall attack bonus, but I'm kind of fishing for a relic that does poison damage. Ooh. Yeah, no, I'm good with that, though. Yeah, let's see what's in the unknown room. Kind of playing it a little loose here anyway. Oh, come on. Oh wait, part of the problem is I still have in my mind that I have a whip as a secondary weapon, which is not the same moveset as a dagger. I will say though, they are both amazing to lead with. I'm assuming you don't take a fucking arrow to the face. Oh, come on. I definitely rolled in time to avoid that. Well, I just didn't try to roll for that because I thought he was going to die. Yeah, that's... you know what? I think this is going to be like kind of a doomed expedition here, so we're not going to sweat it. We're just going to curse you as we bleed ourselves into oblivion. Well, I briefly had the timing down to parry an attack from a level 1 enemy in my most hated temple. So we're just going to call that a failure all around. Anyway, thank you for enduring this. This is crazy. You guys don't understand how much it means to me to see many people logged in when I'm just like testing out like new tech in a new place, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the support. Thank you so much, guys, and we will see you back here again soon. Feel free to follow me so you get the notifications, or don't. I won't take offense. I like roguelikes. I do dip into some other things. I like the games with gold, so you'll see me try out some of those this week because there was a new batch that came out on Saturday. Other than that, though, y'all have a good night. Talk to you soon. Peace.